Hello. So as you have probably put together, I'm not able to physically be there in India. And it breaks my heart. I'm not able to be there with you. Sometimes situations happen and you gotta make the best of it. At the same time, I am extremely thrilled to be able to share my message and story with all of you. My name is Izzy. Let's get started. So there I was, Los Angeles, California, middle of a Saturday, driving. And I noticed my hands start to shake. So I pull over to the side of the road. And tears start to come down my face. Los Angeles, California, a city with millions of people. Middle of a Saturday, cars are flying by, people are walking. And I'm sitting there alone in my car, crying. I did not know what changed at that point in time. I had spent the previous 3 years of my life teaching in the inner cities of Los Angeles, California. Maybe I had changed. Maybe the job had changed. Maybe my expectations of life had changed. It doesn't matter. Because I felt what I felt. I did every single thing they told me to do. My resume looked fantastic. I was in the middle of getting a master's degree in education to be qualified to run my own school. All the teachers at my school said, "You're doing great." I had the support of all the principals. My parents thought I was doing wonderful. My friends thought I was doing wonderful. I was making more money every single year. My job was secure. To the outside world, my life looked perfect. But inside, I was dying. Do you know what it is like to wake up every night at 2 a.m., unable to fall back asleep because you are so anxious and overwhelmed about the events of the upcoming day? Or an entire year? I do. But that moment right there is beautiful. This has to change. This has to change. On that day and that moment is when I realized that my life had to change. And if it was going to change, I had to change it. So that's what I did. I reached out to those I loved, to those close to me, and told them, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm not doing so well. I took personality tests, I read books. I tried new activities. I did yoga. I did martial arts. I did salsa dancing. I tried building a home on the weekends. Friends would ask, "So Izzy, if you're not going to be a teacher, what are you going to do?" "I want to be a ninja." It's a funny response. Lighten the mood. Such a serious question. But there was one thing that neither I nor my friend understood at the time. I wasn't joking. I'll be in my home alone. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I keep coming back to this idea. I want to be a ninja. I want to be a ninja. I want to be a ninja. So at some point in time, I started asking the question, what is a ninja? So I began to explore it, look into it, start to realize things. This is not a ninja in the traditional sense. This is the ninja from my 8-year-old brain. This is a childhood dream. I discovered a ninja makes up 3 specific things. A ninja moves to a faraway land. A ninja trains extensively in martial arts. And a ninja challenges the traditional rules of work and life as we know it. So this is what I did. For a 2-year period, I would save up money, research other countries to potentially live in, try out different martial arts, quit my previous job. I have a question. Is it possible, as I was sitting in that car, depressed, overwhelmed, anxious, feeling the weight of the world, that it was the dream communicating with me? Izzy, this isn't it. Izzy, there's more. Izzy, keep looking. Is it possible that your dream is trying to communicate with you? Your struggle, your challenge, your battle. Is that part of your dream? So, I moved to Japan. I get a job as an assistant English teacher. I got a place to live. I made it. Not so easy. Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs when we least expect it. Now, you probably may already understand this concept, but I was rather shocked when I first arrived to Japan to discover if you quit your career in America and move to Japan, you don't automatically become a ninja. I was placed out in the countryside where there was a lot of rice fields and no martial arts dojos. My job was extremely easy. I had no responsibility. Not so ninja. Sometimes we face situations in our lives, especially if you dare to follow a dream or take big steps in your life, that you have one and two responses. You can choose which one. It can either be incredibly depressing or it can be beautiful and hilarious. First day of the school year. Now, there's something very important that you must know about me. I eat a lot. In fact, I need to eat every single 2 hours. So, first day of the school year. It is 10 a.m., 2 hours into the day. I'm in the teacher's office, and I take a seat, get excited, because I pull out my peanut butter sandwich, get ready to eat. My supervisor sees this. Izzy Sensei, the students are not allowed to eat right now. I'm hungry. I do not care when the students get to eat. Okay. Izzy Sensei, the students do not eat until 12. Now, Japanese culture is known to be a little bit less direct in their communication, a little bit more subtle with their words. I put it together. So, are teachers allowed to eat right now? Now, please understand, there is 2 hours until noon. There is no way I can last 2 more hours. I have to eat. I get extremely irritable if I do not eat food. I'll kill a kid. So I asked the $1 million question. What do teachers do if they're hungry? And this is what she says and does. They eat secretly. So I know what I gotta do. I'll put my sandwich right in my pocket and I'll walk out the door. Where would you go if you needed to eat somewhere in secrecy in a locked room and it would not be weird that you were there by yourself? I head to the bathroom. Open up the stall, walk on in, start eating my sandwich. Now imagine this. I am qualified to run my own school in America. I have a master's degree in education. I am almost 30 years old. I quit my career to come to Japan. to become a ninja, and I'm placed in the countryside where there's a lot of rice fields and no martial arts instructors. I'm at a job that gives me zero responsibility, and right here in this moment, I am alone, eating a peanut butter sandwich in a bathroom in secrecy. This is one of two things. This is either incredibly depressing or it is hilarious. I choose hilarious because it is. If you dare to follow your dream, you're going to face challenges and struggles in which you never expected. If you are able to take those situations and look at them and recognize the beauty and the humor, you can enjoy the journey, the ride, the dream. See the beauty. Feel the beauty. It's last February. I get off the train, and I'm looking around, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, I like Japan. I enjoy it here. And I see two options in my head at the time. I can stay with the job and stay in Japan. I could leave the job and leave Japan. These are the two options. But there is a problem. If I stay with the job and stay in Japan, this will not allow me to follow my dream. There is a lot of rice fields, no martial arts dojo. If I leave the job and leave Japan, I am giving up, I am quitting. I wish I could leave the job and stay in Japan. What if I left the job and stayed in Japan? That moment right there is a very important and special moment to me. Because I realized there was a way. Do you see, if I chose to stay with the job and stay in Japan, that does not allow me to follow my dream. If I choose to leave the job and leave Japan, that does not allow me to follow my dream. But if I choose the third option, to leave the job but stay in Japan, I can follow my dream. This was powerful and incredibly scary at the same time. Scary because if I chose to stay with the job and stay in Japan, I would be actively deciding to not follow my dream. If I chose to leave the job and leave Japan, I would be actively deciding to not follow my dream. But if I chose the third option, the scariest option, I would be actively deciding to follow my dream. So that's what I decided to do. I went all in. And I still remember, a few weeks after I made that decision, waking up, 2 a.m., thinking about this 2 a.m. thing. And I thought to myself, hey, what if I share my story with other people? I bet other people want to follow their dreams too. Man, as I experience more, I could share more. I could encourage other people to follow their dreams. And so, I started a blog. And to my shock, initially, nobody showed up. But I kept writing. And as I experienced more in the pursuit of my dream, I was able to share more and give more people started to read it. And more people started to enjoy it. And as I wrote more, I started to realize that a piece of my dream is encouraging and inspiring other people to follow their dreams. Me talking to all of you, sharing this experience with all of you, is a part of my dream. Thank you. So up to present day. Now, I live in the ancient historical capital of Japan, Kyoto. I work part-time, just enough to cover my expenses. I train extensively in martial arts, 5 days a week, multiple hours per day. My sensei is awesome. I work part-time, just enough to cover my expenses. I am officially legal in Japan for another 3 years. My visa paperwork just went through 3 weeks ago. I'm living my dream. There's nothing special about me. I am not of above average intelligence. I don't have any super special skills. I'm a dude with a dream. If I can do this, so can you. Imagine where a dream can take you. When I sat there 3 years ago, in the car, I never could have imagined that that moment right there would catapult me to one day wanting to be a ninja, moving to a foreign country, Japan, being in a bathroom stall alone, eating peanut butter sandwiches in secrecy, starting a blog, and eventually moving to the ancient historical capital of Kyoto, and then all of you watching a video in India of me sharing my story. Wow. You have two choices when it comes to a dream. You either choose to follow your dream or not. Which do you choose? Thank you.